Good evening, morning, whenever you're watching this, everybody. Welcome back to Big Easy Woods Podcast, episode 65. We're joined by obviously Connor, co-host.
Yeah, you
Um,
got that.
yeah, thank you. And LSU cheerleader and my roommate and one of my best friends, Harry Zapika. Zapatron. Very tired, Zapatron. We had it was a long night last night.
Long night last night. Um, but we're backing at it, getting at it.
Are you going 10-0 this week?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. The streak continues.
we have somebody in the room who thought they were going 10 or no, and he went 1-9.
Yeah.
Um, we'll kick it off. We had a loaded weekend this week.
I'd say that's more impressive than going 10-0.
Okay, 1-9.
I'd say that's more impressive.
Ah. Yeah. Hey, this week, I don't know. All right. I'm gonna stop yapping. Okay. Brought to you by Mercado. Forgot that.
3750 Williams Boulevard.
Look at you. There we go. Kenner, Louisiana. All right. First game on the day. Shout out Ryan Darrow. Houston taking on Arizona State. Um, I'll go first. I'll take Arizona State. Sam Levitt is the real deal. When he plays, they're better. Jordan Tyson is out for this game, which is huge.
He is?
Yes. I saw that earlier in the week. But I still think Arizona State's good. They're good enough, and they're gonna continue the high off of last week and win this game.
Yeah. I'm going with ASU. I don't think I've picked ASU in a single game. I feel like they've popped up on the picks every single week, and I don't think I've ever picked them. So I'm finally going to ride with them this week. Shout out Ryan, like you said, hardest team to predict in college football. So yeah, that's all I got. Harry, what you got?
Just to piggyback off of what they said. I think the way ASU's been playing, especially last week, I think they're just gonna come out and kill Houston. So, I mean, I don't know. Houston hasn't been, you know,
They've been very like
yeah, but I think ASU has it. So,
I agree. Yeah. ASU, every time we pick them, I feel like they lose, and when we don't pick
Yeah.
them, they win. So
And Houston played like a fair, and they should have lost to Oregon State.
yeah, that's bad.
So just let
That's
that,
really bad.
that's like a very bad one.
All
They
right.
won, but
Moving on to rivalry game, an older rivalry, which used to be fun to watch every year.
used to be, yeah,
Now it's kind of
died down.
We got Michigan taking on Michigan State at Michigan State. Don't know if that really helps. Um, uh, this game is probably a coin flip, to be honest. Don't know much about Michigan State, but I know that Michigan's finally unleashing Bryce Underwood, and he's been playing very, 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 very good, very well. He's starting to look like the five-star that he was. I'm gonna take Michigan in this game. So I'll take it.
Let's just go in that order, you, me, and then Harry can round us off. Um, I think Michigan State is terrible. Like I really do. They're not a good team. Um, and like you said, I think Michigan might be turning a corner. After all, they did give this guy 13, $12 million. How much was it?
Uh, 12 million. Yeah.
Yeah, they gave him $12 million. So if he doesn't turn a corner, then that'd be a very big disappointment. Um, and like you said, I think Michigan State's football program is kind of just like dead right now. So I'm gonna take the Wolverines.
yeah, I'm gonna take Michigan too. Connor basically said everything I needed to say. Michigan State has not been good for like the past couple of years. Especially when Kenneth Walker left. Um, it's just been going downhill. So Michigan's on the come up. So yeah.
I agree. It's crazy to think in 2021 or 2022 when Michigan State was real good.
Yeah, it was one of those
Oh,
years.
anyway, they had Peyton Thorne, Kenneth Walker, Josh Naylor, and Keon Coleman on the same team.
Josh Naylor.
Yeah. Was that his name?
Yeah.
Jalen Naylor. Jalen
Yeah,
Naylor.
is that-
Sorry, Jalen Naylor. Although who Josh Naylor.
Josh Naylor's a baseball.
Jesus.
Come on, man. Jeez.
Hand up.
Who was the other dude you said?
Keon Coleman.
Keon
On that
Coleman.
team.
That's who it was.
Yeah.
And then he transferred.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was a good year. That was a fun year for Michigan State. Other than that, it's been pretty bad. Next game, we got another very confusing team. Both of them. We got Illinois traveling to Washington.
I
Um,
don't know who I have this game.
Washington, one of the best offenses in the country, but they have been very inconsistent in the last couple of games. Illinois, I still don't know who they are in terms of if they're good or not. They got murdered by Indiana. They came back and beat USC. And last week, I forget who they played. I don't even know if they won, to be honest with you. But I'm going to take Illinois just because I do think they are a good team. And that's really it. I don't really have any other thing to say other than I think Illinois is going to win the game.
Yeah, Illinois, I forgot who it was. Ohio State. Yeah, they played Ohio State. The final score was 34-16, but it was
It was
like
close.
it was very close up until probably like early fourth quarter. Um, I've watched some of Washington, and I don't think they're that good. That being said, I don't really think Illinois is all that good either. Brock and I were pretty high on them at the beginning of the year, and then they go to or they were playing Indiana and got absolutely skull dragged. But now that loss doesn't look as bad, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, Indiana's
Well,
the number.
okay. Losing and what was
I
it,
know,
63 to
I know,
whatever.
but Indiana being the number
Yeah.
two team in the country doesn't hurt. Um, so yeah, Illinois is a very confusing team. I'm gonna still take them because I really am just not impressed with Washington. The thing they kind of hang their hat on is the defense or is their offense, and it's been kind of out of whack recently. So I'm gonna take the Fighting Illini.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Illinois. I don't know much about these two teams, but just purely based off what I've seen and like wins and losses in the games they've played, I think Illinois is they are confusing, but I feel like they shine with brightness, you know. You know. Wait. It's not what I meant to say. I meant to say they have flashes of greatness, yeah. Yeah.
I can see that. That's definitely catch ball. Shine. Uh,
Uh, but yeah, that's what I got.
love it. Washington is 4.5 point favorite, which is a little scary. A ranked team favored against an unranked team.
Yeah,
Or I'm sorry, vice versa. Unranked favored against ranked.
mhm,
So
definitely.
I can already see this is one that we get wrong, but it's all right. I'm not switching my pick. Moving on to a game that I did not think was going to be competitive at all.
I
Beginning
did.
of preseason. Well, Texas traveling to Mississippi State. Um, this one is as crazy as that sounds. This one is kind of a coin flip as well. Texas has not looked good. Um, Mississippi State has looked good, other than last week losing to Florida, which is inexcusable. And both of these teams actually have lost to Florida. Um, but I'm going to take Texas. I think they have too much star talent around that roster. I know you're already smirking. I know they haven't played well, but they are just objectively more talented than Mississippi State is. So I'm going to take Texas in this game, and I'm very eager to see tell.
They're objectively more talented than Mississippi State. You definitely can say that. Um, there's a non-zero chance that Texas finishes the year like 6-6. I think Brock and I talked about that off camera. Um, what's their record right now? 5-2, 4-2,
So
5-2, 4-2. They have two losses. They lost to
thank you, producer.
the producer, yeah. They lost to Florida. They got embarrassed by Florida, and then they lost to Ohio State to open the year. You know what? Since we've all had the same picks, I'm taking Mississippi State. I'm riding with my gut. Before the year started, I said, yeah, you can say yes. You're just too scared to make a bold pick. Um, yeah. Um, before the year started, I said Texas was going 8-4, and everybody called me crazy for it. Here we are. Texas might be lucky if they finish 8-4. So give me the Bulldogs. They just had a really tight game with Florida. They should have won if their quarterback, his name eludes me,
Blake Shapen.
Blake Shapen. Isn't he from here? From Louisiana? I think he's from Louisiana. I think he's from North Louisiana. But yeah, I think Mississippi State can upset Texas here. Um, yeah, give me the Bulldogs.
Um, so I'm gonna go with Texas. Um, just um, I mean, I feel like they're honestly like they're. I feel like they're not bad. Like they're not a bad team. Yeah, I feel like that's been everyone this year. Just inconsistent after inconsistency, and it's like I feel like Texas realizes they're gonna have to pick it up if they want like any shot at just like not like being terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I feel like Texas is gonna have to pick it up at some point, and I feel like today's the day. Nothing against Mississippi State, but it's just I feel like Texas is gonna have the better day.
I agree. I'm glad you picked Mississippi. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
go ahead.
I feel like with Texas, it's like you can only give them so many chances. We're in week 9 now, and they haven't looked good. We're in week 9 now, and Texas hasn't looked good. I know, like they have the talent and all those things. However, you can only give a team so many chances. Like, have they looked good in a game this year against an
Yeah,
actual
same
team?
Houston.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like against a non-cupcake team, they haven't looked
Against
good.
Oklahoma, they were very
Okay, yeah, but honestly, I think that was more
well.
John Mateer's lack of health,
Yeah.
honestly, and Texas exploiting that. But you're right, they did look good against Oklahoma. But that is the only game in which they have looked competent. So they should have just lost to Kentucky. Who is
Yeah.
the bottom of the barrel in the SEC. So I don't know. I'm taking the Bulldogs.
Yeah. Texas needs to win this game because they still have top 10 ranked Vandy, top 5 ranked Georgia, Arkansas, who's known to beat a team they're not supposed to, and A&M still on the roster.
That's what I'm saying. They'd be lucky if they go 8-4.
We'll see. That's a daunting schedule. Moving on. Next game we got is Connor's team, Iowa State taking on BYU.
Mhm.
Iowa State is hosting them, and they're a 2.5 point favorite. As if you watched last week, you know I will never pick against BYU ever again. When you playing for your religion, it means something a little bit more. So I'm going to take the Cougars to win this game.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for me to pick against BYU, but they're playing my Cyclones, who have not looked good recently. But I think they bounce back in this game. I think it's going to be a very tight game. I think the line's 2.5. Like Brock just said, I really don't like picking against BYU because I think they are really good this year. I really do. And BYU's basketball team, we're going to get into college hoops later, but BYU's basketball team is going to be really good this year. Like I'm talking like national title contenders, BYU
Didn't they
basketball,
just get AJ
the
whatever?
Bands or whatever. Yeah. But um yeah, no, if BYU was playing any other team other than Iowa State in the Big 12, I'd be taking them, but since they're playing my Cyclones, I got to ride with them. So,
Um, watching BYU last week, um, I feel like they really showed out, you know. Um, just the way they towards the end of the game, uh, they were able to stop Utah like easily, and um, but so this week I'm gonna take BYU. Um, nothing else to say. Pretty much, I just think BYU is a really solid team, and yeah, and
So, 11. 11. Thank you, producer.
hey,
so yeah, I'm gonna take BYU.
I like the way their quarterback's really good. Bear Bachmeier.
Yeah.
He's really good. He's a true freshman, and um, he's a true dual threat. He can do it with his legs. I honestly think he does it more with his legs than he does with the air raid. But he's going to be a problem for the next couple of years if he sticks at BYU, which I think he will.
Yeah, and he rocks number 47, which is yeah. Um, it is kind of scary that BYU, ranked 11th in the country, is a underdog in this game. That means Vegas might know something we don't,
Yeah,
but I'm rocking with the Cougars.
same with the Illinois Washington game.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah. All right, moving on to what preseason game I had as a marquee matchup. And now it's just probably gonna be a blowout. We got Alabama traveling to South Carolina.
We can make this one quick.
Yeah, everybody got Bama here.
Yeah, I got Bama.
Not much else to say.
I wish we would substitute a game for that. But
South
yeah.
Carolina's terrible. Moving on to one of the more underrated matchups, Group of 5 teams. We got USF traveling to Memphis. I'll start. I think USF's really, really good. I also think Memphis is really, really good. But I think USF's quarterback is just a little bit better, so I'm going to take USF.
I've been calling Memphis's bluff all season. And it was just exposed. They lost to a very bad UAB team. Um, and USF had a Friday game. You know how Friday games can be, bro. Upset galore.
Are they before?
They no, that was a Saturday because we were in Death Valley during that game. But you'll see where I'm going. Um, they were playing a very good North Texas team. North Texas is a very good AAC team this year. And if it weren't for South Florida, I think they would win it. But South Florida beat them 63 to like 36 or something like that. I think South Florida wins this game in a landslide. A landslide.
Okay.
I really like the Bulls in this matchup.
Way you started that, I thought you were saying.
Yeah, I'm agree with them. USF has been playing really good this season, compared to their past seasons. And especially the fact that Memphis just lost to UAB. That's also a big factor. So yeah, give me USF.
I think the UAB win is a little. People are taking that too far. They did just lose their coach, and when a team gets the interim coach, they kind of get like a little more motivated.
I didn't see that with Penn State.
Well, that the way that ended was just bad because they lost their quarterback and the way the drama and everything. I don't know. We'll see. I do think USF wins the game though. All right, right now, yeah. The last 3 games, I would say the 3 best game. Obviously, we're biased because we have LSU. We got
It's objectively one of the best games.
yeah. We got Ole Miss traveling to Norman, Oklahoma, to take on the Sooners, who are finally healthy. John Mateer's finally healthy again. I think this is going to be an extremely good game. And I think this is about the time of the year where Ole Miss falls off. It happens every year. Ole Miss is a good team, but they always fall off. I'm going to give me Oklahoma. I had Ole Miss before. Right before I came here, I switched it over. I have a feeling it happens every single year with Ole Miss. They play really well. They go 6-0, maybe 7-0. In this case, they're 6-1, and they're going to lose their second game in a row in Norman, Oklahoma. They're a 4.5 point underdog for a reason. So give me Oklahoma.
I'm taking Ole Miss. I think they are really good. I said that for like when did LSU play Ole Miss? 3 weeks ago? LSU played Ole Miss like 3 weeks ago, and I've been saying even before that game, so I guess for 4 weeks now that Ole Miss is the legit this year. Um, Tough game against Georgia, very winnable for the Rebels. I think they bounce back and get a huge statement win against the Sooners in Norman. So give me the Rebels.
I'm also gonna take Ole Miss. Um, you know, they've been playing really good. Um, so I don't think there's a reason for me to believe that they're gonna fall off right here. But I feel like if they continue playing the way they've been playing, especially on the offensive side of the ball, and just let the defense do the work, um, I feel like they can really make a difference in the playoffs this year. So
I agree
I
with that. I agree with that.
I
I think Ole Miss could go far this year. I think this is their year, but we'll see. I can't stand Ole Miss, but just saying.
Yeah. Ole Miss. People kind of forget, including me, forgot they played really, 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 really well last game against Georgia. But that defense, as I said, time and time again, is atrocious, and they got exposed.
Yeah, this Georgia team this year is different than all other Georgia teams. It's so weird. Their defense is not nearly as good. Their offense is really
And Oklahoma's defense is really, really, really good, like top 5 in the country.
Sure.
So give me the Sooners. All right, last 2 games. We're gonna start, or this one we're gonna do the actual game day, which is never thought I'd be saying in the year of our Lord 2025. Missouri traveling to Vanderbilt
Can you
is
believe that?
college game day. Um, good Lord. Obviously, every LSU fan. If you're watching this, you're probably an LSU fan. You saw the debacle that it was last week. Diego Pavia just had his way with this defense that has been hyped up all year. And I still think they are very good. They were down their best player and didn't have a good plan for him. Just plain and simple. Um, I think Vanderbilt wins this game and wins it pretty comfortably. I don't think Missouri is a very good team. I know they're ranked what 16 right now.
Something like that, yeah.
But I don't think they're that good. Give me Vanderbilt and by 2 touchdowns at least. I think Vanderbilt is legit this year.
Okay. Um, Name, image, and likeness. NIL. That is the only reason that this. Wait, where's it? Is the game in Nashville?
Yes.
It's in Nashville. Vanderbilt versus Missouri is college game day over LSU, Texas A&M.
Yeah. Don't rub it in anymore.
College football is a completely different sport now that it was even 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean Missouri should have just lost to Auburn. I have no idea how they won that game. Um, and let's just keep it a buck, Brock. Vandy dominated LSU. So I'm going to go with the Fighting Diego Pavias in the Vanderbilt Commodores.
Never got to 5% of Vanderbilt. Shoot.
Yeah, I feel like I don't even need to say much. Just what they said.
Yeah.
I think Vanderbilt's gonna.
Winning.
Yeah.
Well said. The Fighting Diego Palos. That sounds good. Um, last game of the weekend for us at least. We got the Fighting Aggies, who everybody here hates. Just plain and simple. I don't like them. Traveling down to Baton Rouge, take on LSU in Death Valley, night game. I'm gonna let y'all start. I'll let you go first.
Give me the Tigers.
You can't pick against LSU.
I mean,
That's right.
I feel like the defense um realizes they did not play up to par last week. So I feel like this week they're gonna come back, realizing what they need to do. Is Whit back? No, he's still out.
He's retaking his pick. No, stick to your
Give me the Tigers.
Yeah.
Even without Whit, I feel like they're still a good defense. Like, dare I say, top 10 in the nation.
It's not ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous to say that.
I don't think Diego Pavi would necessarily agree with that, but
But
it's neither here nor
yeah, Tigers.
Yeah, love it.
I've been waiting for this moment all season. I've been waiting for this moment all season. Give me Texas A&M. Look, I know we go to LSU. I know. But LSU's defense without Whit Weeks looked like a deer in headlights. Sheep with no shepherd. Okay? That was awful. And if you can't stop Diego Pavia on the ground, I don't think you're going to be able to stop Marcel Reed. I don't think you're going to be able to contain Marcel Reed. So I've been waiting for this. I should have picked LSU against Ole Miss, or I should have picked Ole Miss against LSU. I was very confident in Ole Miss in that game. I really need LSU to win this game, but I don't think they will. I'm taking Texas A&M. I have to go with the brain, not the heart. I've been going with my heart all season. So, Brock, what you got?
So my full intention here was for you two to pick LSU, and I was gonna do that. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going LSU.
Bro,
Now listen. Now listen. Now listen. Everything in this game,
we have a live audience, by the way.
we do. Everything in this game is pointing towards A&M. LSU has no way of winning, according to that. Okay, all the analytics are pointing to A&M. Everything's pointing to A&M, and that is why I think a night game, Death Valley. There's something in the air. There's dark magic in the air at Death Valley. I think LSU wins. They're getting healthier on defense. They're only missing Witt, which is like saying, like it's a big loss, but it's gonna be storming. Okay, not gonna be able to pass the ball much, which LSU can't run the ball. But if A&M is a one-trick pony, it's gonna be a very. I think it's gonna take the under. By the way, if you're a betting man, take the under in this game. Give me LSU. I don't know why. Okay, because everything's telling me to pick A&M until you did that. Now I'm taking LSU. Give me the Tigers in Death Valley Saturday night. They do this every year. They do this every year.
I like it.
They beat a team they're not supposed to at home at night.
I like it. I like it, Brock. I really I thought this was going to be the week that you went against
It was
LSU.
until you did that.
I mean, I've been waiting to pick against LSU all year, but
The LSU podcaster just said he's been waiting to take this.
Because like I felt so like I was going with my heart.
But you can see on here, I had A&M
Yeah.
until you said that. No,
Hmm. I don't know what I did to strike a nerve there, but clearly I did.
I don't know what I.
Um, no, I like what you said about the game. Um, something about the aura in Death
Everybody's got
Valley.
I mean, I'll say something.
No, I was just gonna say something about the aura in Death Valley. Teams struggle to play there. I mean, loud as hell. Um, can't relay the plays. Things like that. Can't hear the quarterback. Um, and yeah, I don't want this to get taken out of context. I really don't think Texas A&M is all that good this year. I think they're a solid team, but I don't think they're what, number four, three and three. Like that's just college football now. But LSU LSU's defense without Weeks, which is what they have, which is what has been their calling card for the majority of the season. Um, and now you don't have um your Mike linebacker. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough for LSU's defense, especially if they can't contain Vanderbilt, a less talented Vanderbilt team.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. One last thing I wanted to say was I think LSU, like their whole team, is hearing the outside noise. They're hearing everybody saying you have no chance, you suck, this, that, and the other. And Brian Kelly's hearing also. I'm sure he's hearing the hot seat news.
yeah,
And I think this is
sure.
the game where he's going to rally them. They're going to play out of their minds because they don't want their coach to get fired. No team wants to see their coach get fired. Except the Saints last year. Um,
That was a bit.
I think like I said, I think they rally. I think they win this week. Now I'm not saying they go on and win every game the rest of the season because that's not
We're
happening.
not naive.
I'm not naive, but I am confident in this week. Okay. Give me the Tigers. It's gonna be an electric atmosphere unless it rains. Really hope to God it does not rain.
Okay, dude, you don't think rain would be fun? It's
Not at
gonna
all.
rain. Really? I feel like rain in the student section would be fun, but it's
This poor guy has to stay here the entire game, rain or shine. Yeah, I don't know. Also, everybody's talking about comparing this game to last year's Bama. Top five team coming in. It's gonna be pouring down rain.
but yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Give me LSU. Anything else we want to touch on before we get out of here?
I want LSU to win. Like I really want LSU to win. I don't want that to get skewed. I'm just, going against my heart.
It's a bad. It's a bad. That's another thing. Yeah, thank you, producer, one more time. That's yeah. They haven't won in Death Valley ever. Actually, they've never won in Death Valley. I don't think since they joined the SEC at least. Uh,
There's a first for everything.
that's gonna do it for episode 65, College Game Day part, whatever.
Thank you, Harry.
Thank you, Harry. Love having you. I go
Thank you.
Tigers. Come back episode 66 where we recap our picks.
Yep.
Thank you.
See ya.
Peace.
Not gonna happen.